Top of the morning to you, YouTube. It's been a while since my last post. I don't really vlog very often. It's just pointless to me. But I've seen this phenomenon of YouTubes going around that they put their 50 most favoritist things up, and I felt like compelled to do this for some strange reason, just in case people were curious as to like what I do in my life and what I like. I tend to rant, so I'm going to attempt to keep this video under 15 minutes. I swear I will attempt to. I can't promise anything. So the first thing on my list is my family. I love my family. They've given me so much strength throughout the years. They've supported me through everything. My mom is the most incredible woman. I know I look like her twin. I'm so happy I do, because she's hot as hell. But seriously, though, I mean, I could have looked like my dad. Be lucky, people. Number 2, oh, and my dad's my best friend. Number 2, I love PBR. That's really nice, my family. And PBR! No, but I love PBR. I have this awesome goblet and PBR. I always have PBR in my house. It's kind of an essential part of my life. Number 3, I love the Chicago White Sox. Let me tell you. Let me see if I hear this. Okay, so this is the roster and the awesome. Those are my boys. They're going to win another World Series. But pretty much baseball is my life. I love the Chicago White Sox. As you can see, I have a plethora of hoodies, and I'm sure you'll see it at some point during baseball season. I'll make a post, I promise. And that being said, number 4 is the Milwaukee Brewers. I love the Brewers. They're awesome. I have my hat. And I just recently got this awesome, amazing jacket. Yeah. So, love Milwaukee. Number 5 is Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I love anything Marvel. This is the only guy I have, like, next to me at this moment. But I love Spider-Man. And as you can see, anything Marvel, really. I love comic books, so I'm kind of a super nerd that way. The color purple is number 6, and the reason I love purple is it's been my favorite color since I was little, and I've made a point to make half my room and everything that I own purple. So at some point, if you ever see my place, you'll see purple, a splash of purple everywhere. My friends are number 7. I love my crazy friends to pieces death. Like, I just absolutely love them. I mean, they are hilarious. They are completely up my alley. I mean, if you meet me and then you meet them, you're going to be like, oh, that makes sense. So number 8 is Ireland. I actually made this myself. I know it's not that great, but it sits next to my bed. I love Ireland. As you can see, I'm dressed like for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, boobies. Yeah, so I love Ireland. Everything about the culture, just absolutely smitten with it. I wish I was really Irish, but I'm not. Music. Music is a huge part of my life. I pretty much always have these guys on. My awesome headphones. And I'm always constantly listening. I listen to all kinds of things. I'll listen to anything from punk rock to classical to classic rock to industrial and indie and acoustic. I love acoustic everything. And that being said, number 10 is banjos. I could like make out with a banjo player. I just love banjos. It's just the most sexy instrument out there, in my opinion, just saying. Converse is number 11. I love shoes. I have cowboy boots, flats. I like usually religiously live by flats, especially during the summer, but Converse are one of my favorite shoes. I love them because they're comfortable, first of all, and I like high tops a lot, and Converse has a lot to offer as far as high tops go. And I actually have Pumas on the list too. I love Pumas again because of their comfortability. They're not as affordable as Converse, but these are my kicks for Pumas, and they're shiny in one, so that's just me in one. This is like me in a shoe. It's got purple, it's got gray, it's got shiny, it's a high top. If you want to define me in a shoe, that would be it. Wearing my sunglasses at night. I'm always wearing sunglasses. Like, literally. If you Even at night, I do wear my sunglasses at night, and I'm not ashamed of doing so. Just love sunglasses, and I have a whole bin of sunglasses that I just live by. I love flashy jewelry. Here's an example. Is my Irish bracelet. It's not as flashy as most of my jewelry, but I love flashy jewelry. Louis Vuitton is one of my favorites too. I can't live without Louis. They're just awesome. Video games, again, like I said. Here's Ultimate Alliance, and it's for the Wii. I don't have new gen systems other than the Wii. I mostly play with my PS2. I know, really outdated. But my brother has a PS3, so I tend to steal Nazi zombies from him all the time. And this is just awesome. Silent Hill is my favorite game series by far. It does freak the crap out of people. It doesn't really freak the crap out of me, but I definitely get scared at some points. It's really nice just playing with somebody and seeing their reactions. And I also like Resident Evil, so... number 17, movies. I'm a huge movie buff. I love watching movies. Perhaps, like, my most favoritist genre is horror movies. I can't live without slashing and guts and scariness. Even though I'm kind of immune to the scary factor, I just love them. And I'm fascinated by more particularly killers, like Thrasher. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not one of my favorite storylines, but the reason I like it is because it's based upon a true story. So Ed Gein is, like, pretty cool, and it's honestly kind of awesome. Number 18, Chicago. This is my city. I've lived here my entire life. I was born and raised. I mean, if you just... I just want to show you a picture because it's incredible. You can't compare it to any other city, really. I mean, look at... I know I'm terrible at doing that, but I just think that you can't... Chicago's just amazing. It's an amazing city. Number 19 would be my sock monkeys. I love sock monkeys more than I should. I've shown you my sock monkey pajamas. I have a sock monkey who I think I've shown you her before. And then, like, I'm just super obsessed with sock monkey. Oh, and I just bought these stickers from Target because, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, really, honestly. Number 20, I like to knit. I actually have a ball of yarn right here. I do like to knit. I know, old lady. It's actually a very relaxing hobby. I like to bake. It's number 21. I consider baking sort of an art form, so it's kind of interesting to me to bake just because I can create my own special stuff. But I like to cook too. Number 23, I like vintage things, vintage anything. I mean, you saw my goblet. It's pretty old school vintage. Anything that's old, really. I shop at antique shops and thrift stores all the time. Anything that smells good. I need something to smell good. I mean, I have 3 candles right next to my bed. I kid you not. And I love lotions and I love perfumes. I just need smelly goodness. Number 24, number 25, I like to take pictures a lot. I take pictures of everything. I don't have a Canon, which is what I would like, but I have this Sony, and I literally am always having to delete because my pictures always get full. Number 26, I think I'm at. I love to work out. Everything about working out just makes me feel good, especially running. It's just like liberating and freedom. Number 27, I love shamrock shakes. Thank you, St. Patrick's Day. Number 28, I love coffee. It's another thing I can't live without. In fact, before I found out that I was accepted to Lincoln and that I was most inevitably going to move to Lincoln, because that was one of my top choices as far as schools go, I made sure they had a Starbucks. I literally can't live without Starbucks, honestly. I can't. Number 29, I love to read. I have a ton of books. Stephen King's probably my favorite author as far as non-academic goes. As far as academic goes, I can't live without this book. I live religiously by this book. I think I've read this book like 12 times. I'm not even kidding. It's fascinating. If you ever want to read something that's going to blow your mind, read this. Writing. I love to write fiction, both fiction and nonfiction, but I'm actually considering working on a memoir of my life, so we'll see where that takes me. Crafts. I love arts and crafts. I showed you my Ireland poster. I make my own memory boxes. I just love crafting. Comforters. I am obsessed with snuggling with my comforter, especially when I'm like, don't have anyone to snuggle with, so a comforter is required. Old cars. I love 1957 Chevy Bel Air. That's probably my dream car. It's probably why I like my PT Cruiser, because it's somewhat modeled after old cars. But old cars, I love them. Number 34, traveling. I've been to a lot of different states. I just love to travel and love to see new places. Number 35, the internet / my computer, because without those two things, I would be lost. I'm always on Facebook or YouTube or something. Number 36, the fall. I love the fall. It's just the most beautiful death in existence. It's wonderful. Wonderfully fantabulous. Number 37, my iPhone. Even though it's kind of like the most unintelligent, smartphone ever. I want to show you my socks background. I love it. I can't live without it. My pillow. I have a special pillow I've had since I was like 2, and I can't sleep without it. I love it. 39, Target. I don't know if any of you have ever seen. I could spend like $500 in the dollar spot. Target. There's always a Target bag somewhere next to me. Number 40. I like dancing. Dance parties, yeah. Number 41, tights. I have a tight in pretty much every color. I just like to put them under my shorts and freak people out by my crazy costumes. Number 42, I love moose. I don't even think I have one of my moose near me right this moment. I usually do. Moose are like my favorite animal in the entire world, so I don't have a moose next to me right now, but if I did, I'd show you. Number 40, whatever, I'm losing count. I like long drives. I'm just going to read the rest of what's on my list. I like long drives. I like my computer. I like my bicycle. I'm a huge biker. I like bows, I like pumpkins, I like Halloween. That's my favorite holiday other than St. Pat's. And I love acting. In case you couldn't tell. This movie's 13 minutes. I gotta stop now. That's my 50 things later.